Another evening in the driveway, at least it's dry. Another job on the Land Cruiser. This time I'm chasing down an aircon leak because I just paid to have the whole system regassed, and within about a month my aircon's not working again. So I'm going to assume I have a leak, and I'm going to go and have just an inspection of some of the hoses with my UV pen and see if I can find any existing leaks and do any quick repairs that I find. Now, the Land Cruiser has a gasket which perishes here. Just a simple little gasket under here, so 4 10mm bolts and you can pull that off. Folks will take the rear AC lines and assume that these are the ones that are leaking and just cut the pipes and cap them off here. There's also plenty of places underneath the car. This aircon line that runs behind the front wheel here, where this bracket is absolutely destroyed, that can leak. But on my car I've got no UV dye spilling anywhere along this pipe, and so I will bravely assume that this is absolutely fine, and I will trace my UV dye to, first of all, this gasket, and second, the connector right here which joins the low pressure pipe which comes off the compressor. This one, the top pipe, goes and joins the rest of the piping on the car there. Both gaskets, well, a gasket here and an O-ring back here, have been leaking, so let's sort that first before doing anything destructive and permanent to the aircon system. After I had it regassed with the dye in, I didn't have any more leaking out here. I had my UV pen. However, at the back here where the low pressure hose pipe connects, you can hardly see it there, but that's the pipe that carries it inside the car. I think I've got a worn O-ring, so let me take you to the bench where, now as per usual, I've got 17 jobs on at the same time, but check this out. This O-ring looks like it's beginning to perish to me, and there's all this like gunky stuff which I think has been leaking out of this O-ring. Have a look at the back there. Look at that. That's like a visit to the dentist where all that's flaking off. All that stuff's flaking off. So I'm going to guess that this O-ring is toast. I'm going to pull that out and have a look. Yeah, look at it. Disgusting inside the channel of the O-ring. And the ring itself is no longer the same size. The right hand side of it is thicker than the left. And the left has, it's almost like pitted and degraded. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that that's my problem. All this old kind of hardened on aircon oil and dye. So I'm just going to get all that off and get a new O-ring on. That now looks much better. Let's get an O-ring to fit it. The calipers are telling me I need 14.3, or the upside down version of that. So I've got my Amazon box here, which was like 10 quid for a full kit. So I'll just find the right one. It's probably this bad boy here. So they're very similar in size, but the new one has a much better feel to it. It's almost like the other one has gotten thin with age. So let's get this bad boy on. Please excuse my manky fingers and working with my left hand. Get that on there. Alright. Fit this up to the car and see if that solves our problem. I've put a little bit of the oil on from inside the system. Oh yeah, that's a much more snug fit than before. Oh, that felt much more positive. Right, let's stick a bolt back in there, and then I'll sort the rear out. I'll need both hands for that, so I'll be back in a minute. Those are both done up, hand tight, no guns. 10mm bolts are back in place. The last thing I'll do is the brake and clutch cleaner, because if it leaks again, I'd like to be able to see. Alright, I want to be able to see fresh leak, not old leak. Now I'll stick some more UV dye in it. That stuff is going to be awesome. Never mind the aircon leaks. You could see that from space. That's a thumbnail right there. It's like depleted uranium. hopefully that will help me find my leaks. I've got a little quick connector here for oil and dye injector kit, which I just got off Amazon. Basically you unscrew this chamber, pour in some of this dye, and then when you get it regassed, there's a whole bunch of dye in the system. So if it does spray out again, you will see a shower of UV dye and figure out where the leak is. Now, the fact that this already has dye in the system means that someone has already been trying to diagnose a leak before I purchased the car. So I'm not the first person to have a go at this, but I'm probably the more determined person. So here we go, I'll figure this out next. You just wind this cylinder until it gets to the mark you're interested in. So I'm going to go for 20mm, which is the line you can't see. So I'll give me 20mm, I'll pour it out of this bottle. I'll just take the top off here and show you the chamber. So the screw top is off. I'm just going to pour a bunch of oil in there, screw it back up and connect it. Wish me luck and wish me clean hands. That's some dye, I hope we will all agree. That's about 20mm there. Like a shot glass full. Because the system's empty, it'll be under pretty low pressure, and I get that screwed on fast as I can before that tips too much. Right, I'm going to make sure this valve is turned to open. So screw that in there, and then I just got to twist this nozzle back up to add pressure to the valve, and we'll see where it hoses out from, and the answer might be everywhere. So wish me luck while I twist. I shall now open this tank and see if it pumped in there or not. So it looks like the whole lot went in there. I checked the tank and it's empty, but there is, dye on the compressor, dye on the tubing, dye on my fingers, dye on my floor, dye on my dog. Fortunately, it's also getting a little dark, so I can show you what you will see with the dye. This is just a simple UV torch, £3 on Amazon. It's got a slightly purple light, but that glows up like uranium when you have dye on there. Like a Laser Quest Arena, 12 years old again. That will let me see from a million miles away if there's a new leak on the system now that I've replaced the gaskets and O-rings. Wish me luck with that. I'm not sure if that's going to work or not, but at least I've got some dye in now. I've replaced a few gaskets, I've replaced a few O-rings, so that's a good start. I don't want to just go straight to capping the pipes, that feels like the coward's way out, and also I kind of want my whole car to be air conditioned, because if the dog's in the back, he needs to be cool too. Alright, I will follow up with another video and let you know whether that was successful or not, but I definitely found problems with the gasket, I definitely found problems with the O-ring with all that crustiness there. So if nothing else, I can't have made it worse. So it's got some dye in, I'll get it regassed, and I'll report back. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions or tips, or if this video was helpful, please do let me know. Thank you everyone who has subscribed so far. Follow if you want to see more videos and learn about Land Cruisers. Thanks everyone, bye.